So there is a great reward for trusting the Lord. The reward of faithfulness, that's what David was. God took care of his enemies because the very 122 guys that tried to get Daniel killed and to get rid of him, they get thrown in the lion's den. And you say, well, the lions weren't hungry. That's why they didn't touch Daniel. Well, those same lions seemed pretty hungry the next morning when these guys get thrown in with their families. They were torn apart. The Bible tells us not to take vengeance because, like Daniel, God takes care of your enemies. You don't need to fight. You don't need to fight back with the people. Amen. The servant of the Lord must not strive, but be kind and gracious to all men. And then God rewards our faithfulness because it was a testimony to the whole world. Then King Darius wrote to all the peoples, nations, and languages that dwell in the earth. And here so the king is proclaiming to the whole world, peace be multiplied to you. I make a decree that in all my royal dominion, people are to tremble and to fear before the God of Daniel, for he is the living God, enduring forever. His kingdom shall never be destroyed. His dominion shall be to the end. He delivers, he rescues, he works signs and wonders in heaven and on earth. He who saved Daniel from the power of the lions. So this Daniel prospered during the reign of Darius and the reign of Cyrus the Persian. Isn't that amazing? So the testimony, because of his faithful witness, went to the whole world. And then, always remember this, you'll be rewarded with God's grace. 1 Peter 5, verses 10 and 11. And after you suffered a little while, the God of all grace, who has called you to his eternal glory in Christ, will himself restore, confirm, strengthen, establish you. To him be dominion forever and ever. Amen. And then one last verse. Because sometimes God might say, hey, I got another purpose for you, not being saved from the fire, but in the fire I'll be with you. Because look at this. Don't fear what you're about to suffer. He told the church, behold, the devil's about to throw some of you into prison that you may be tested. For 10 days you'll have tribulation. Be faithful unto death, and I'm going to give you the crown of life. He who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. And the one who conquers will not be hurt by the second death. So I can tell you this, no matter what happens in the end, if you trust God, you win.